We are looking ahead to UFC 284, guys. It was announced that featherweight champ Alexander Volkanovski will be going up in weight to challenge the lightweight champ Islam Makhachev. Question for you, Anthony. Do you think that he will stay then at lightweight, or will we ever see Volk fight back down at 145?
No, I think he'll go back down to featherweight. 155 is a shark tank, and although he does match up very well with a lot of the guys at 155, I think his place, where he stands in this whole kind of game that we're playing, is at 145. I think that's the best division. It's where he's best suited. I think that's where he's going to have the most success, or at least be the most successful in his fights. So I think win or lose, I think he does come back down to 145.
I'm with you. I definitely think he makes his way back down to 145. And when I interviewed him actually at UFC 281, he said, listen, I want to be the king of both divisions and be that true double champ that not only has the belt, but defends those belts actively. He wants to be fighting all the time. And I think he's got a really unique skill set that's going to give Islam some potential challenges.
Yeah, but listen, Anthony, Islam has been dominant over other people, but we know that Alexander Volkanovski is an athlete who has done things, let's just say competed at a much bigger size. How do you think they're going to match up?
As far as striking goes, yeah. I really like this matchup for Volkanovski. He's really fast. He gets in and out really, really quickly. And because of his, his rugby days and his ability to carry such heavy weight, he carries a lot of weight, but still keeps his speed. So I think striking-wise, he's totally fine. Now wrestling with Islam is going to be a different animal, but he is very, very short. He's going to have a tough time getting under Volkanovski and getting those doubles and singles. And I think that comes back to his footwork and his speed. He's going to be so mobile and in and out and left and right, and he's always in motion. And guys like that are hard to take down.
I completely agree. I think he's got Makhachev's going to have a really hard time with Alex Volkanovski. I actually believe that. To your point, the low center of gravity, hard to get under on those guys when you're shooting doubles and singles. But I go back to the Thiago Moises fight that Makhachev had. We're thinking of the Charles Oliveira fight where he looked superhuman. But when you watch the Thiago Moises fight, you can see Alex Volkanovski beating that version of him every day of the week. He got taken down in that fight by Thiago Moises. He was
tested for sure. He was tested for sure.
And, it went to the fourth round. So I guess what I'm saying is he is human, and Alex Volkanovski is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world for a reason.
All right, well, obviously, we will see how that plays out at UFC 284. That's in February. Also announced we will have an interim title fight on that card for the featherweight title between Yair Rodriguez and Josh Emmett. Laura, you like that matchup? Do you like the idea of the interim title with these two guys?
I don't mind an interim title. I usually like it there to be a little bit more time, but we've got some interesting things going on. And the matchup, I love the matchup. Josh Emmett has that E-bomb. Dan Henderson had the H-bomb. Josh Emmett has that E-bomb. His right hand is an eraser in this division, but in order to land it, he's got to get past so much traffic that Yair Rodriguez puts out there. I mean, he can literally kick any type of way from any stance at any angle, and they all look the same. He's tough as nails. I mean, this is going to be a really tough time for Josh Emmett, but Josh Emmett brings that wrestling component that can really challenge Yair Rodriguez.
It does bring a different piece of it in the wrestling. And I like how their striking styles are totally opposite from each other. Yair is so creative, and he's so unpredictable. Josh Emmett, although very powerful, insanely fast, really, really he's very fundamentally based. You kind of know what you're getting with Josh Emmett. All of that stuff aside, I'm glad that Josh Emmett is getting himself into an opportunity where, as long as he wins, he gets the golden ticket to an undisputed title. No matter what anybody else can say, popularity-wise, how exciting his interviews are. I love the guy.
Yeah.
But he's been slighted a little bit because he isn't controversial. Yeah. He's a very, very sweet man. He truly is. So I'm glad that he gets this opportunity because everyone talks about Yair Rodriguez all the time, not so much about Josh Emmett.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.